Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 10 of our Cities Skylines After Dark Let's Play. Having a look at our, where are we? This is our shopping strip. So we can cruise through here, have a look at all of our shops. Our pedestrian crossings there, which is getting quite a bit of use, which is brilliant. And lots of high density commercial all through here, and then a few offices and such over the back. And our botanical gardens, which is put down, lots of people sitting outside enjoying it, which is nice. It's really cool that you actually got some people actually sitting on these things. So I mean, they've actually obviously left the designated paths and stuff that would have been coded and actually come over here and actually sat down on the benches, which is really cool. It's just a little feature, and actually puts people coming out sitting on the benches, even though they walk through the garden beds. Yeah, it's really cool. So lots of detail, lots of impressive stuff in this game. So where are we at now? We are, if we put the thing back on, we've got a few abandoned buildings, because like we sort of mentioned at the end of the last episode, we think going through a little bit of a death epidemic. So just a bit of a cycle where a bunch of our people sort of die off at the same time, which leads to some population problems or employment problems. I don't think it would be because we rezoned a bunch of this at the same time, because we didn't really do all that much, and we sort of did leave a bit of a gap. So but potentially it could have been something I did, so who knows really, but we'll sort of just have to write this out, so it will fix itself in time. It's just going to take a little while. We should get some more population and stuff soon. Big thing we did at the end of the last episode was set up our new forestry area over here. So have a look at our city. So how it's set up at the moment, sort of expanding out this way, and I think we're actually going to expand out this way as well quite soon, once this fills up. Which will be quite cool. But we did set up a new forestry industry, so we've got lots of capacity over here to actually expand our forestry, and then we're going to do the same in this area as well once we sort of tap this area out. So get the game running. It's good. Watch a bunch of our forestry and stuff settle in here. Cool. So all going well. It is, for anyone who's in Australia watching this video. I mean, obviously no one's going to see it sort of today. It won't be uploaded probably for a week or two, actually. It's actually grand final day today, so it's grand final morning at the moment, and later on I'll be heading out to a few different places. Have a few drinks with some friends, watch the grand final. So it's probably the biggest sporting event in Australia. AFL rules or football, whatever you want to call it, whatever people call it. So don't really like both the teams though, so I don't really care who wins. It's just gonna be fun. Should be fun. Cool. So more of our. Oh no, we haven't done, guys. I've done it again. We have to set up a new district. Otherwise, we're just gonna have stock standard industry over there, which we don't want. Cool. There we go. So I'm just gonna fix up this over here. And like that, and then we're going to zone it as forestry. It's the second time I've done this. So, what are we going to call this one? We are going to call this... what can we call it? New... yeah, bit of a crappy name. I'll think of something better and change it later on. Cool. So, we are a whole bunch of abandoned buildings over here, which is not too big a deal. So it definitely means that this area isn't going to expand very quickly, because, got a fair bit of demand and stuff over here, or a fair bit of excess capacity over here. So I won't worry too much about that, but this area should sort of, in time, fix itself. So all those buildings that had actually built will have to sort of, get demolished because it had been rezoned to do something different. So residential is coming back up again. Population is definitely increasing. So we're actually going to hit 22,000. So sort of the first time in a couple of episodes, or this episode and last one, that our population had actually sort of increased. We've been sitting around the 21,500 for an episode and a half. So that is quite good. So population increasing quite quickly now. So which is good. So that's fantastic. So in time, this will sort of fix this employment problem we've got over here. So have a look at our unemployment. We've actually got 4%. Yeah, so it's very low, which is fine. So just going to run through some of our services. So schools are okay. Healthcare is fine. Deathcare is fine. We can set up a crematorium last time as well, which is good. Traffic is still okay, getting quite a bit more through here though, just a little bit more red through there, so Something we have to keep an eye on. It's okay through here. It's flowing. It's very heavy, but it's flowing. Yeah. No, I think it's okay. I think it's nothing too much to worry about. Because I don't really think we can run a highway all the through here. Because if we did, we have to demolish a lot of our zoning and stuff. And I think it'd just be a little bit of a nightmare. So, I mean, the best we could probably do is actually sort of just extend the highway here. I guess we could build bridges over there, like highway bridges, but it's probably not really worth it. I think, given that this area, for now, isn't actually going to get any bigger. Once we expand through here, I think we're going to have to. I think otherwise it's just going to drown in traffic. But we'll just build a highway through and connect up into it. I think it's probably the easiest way to go. Yeah, I mean, this is getting a lot of use, but we still get, obviously, businesses and stuff choose to export their forestry stuff via road, so that's, can't sort of stop them doing that. Traffic's fine, I guess. It's not really, it's getting a little bit sort of jammed through here because there's lots of intersections, lots of stopping and stuff. But there's nothing, like, putting down bigger roads isn't going to help that because it's going to create traffic lights, which actually conversely end up being worse. So it's a little bit interesting sort of a feature in this game that traffic lights or bigger roads, like more lanes, actually make things slower. Whereas it's the 2 lanes where things keep, keep flowing constantly, where they're actually better. So definitely starting to get a little bit more build up. So it's maybe something we have to look at quite soon. Maybe even sort of passenger traffic, because we are getting quite a bit actually coming into here now. So it looks like they're all sort of coming home. So they've obviously left at, left the city probably for a few of them. And like again, a few imports which you can't really sort of do much about. So, but it looks like a lot of them probably left the city, go to other cities or off map and that kind of stuff, and then they're coming back in. So maybe if we set up some passenger trains, that could help things a bit there. Got a few bit of forestry coming up, setting up through here, which is quite good. So that's nice. Yeah, lots of demand over here, lots of abandoned buildings. I'm not going to go through it because they'll just sort of regenerate by themselves in time. Getting some more residential demand. We've got quite a bit of capacity through here, so I may sort of just leave it for a little bit. May sort of wait until if it keeps building up, we'll sort of rezone some stuff, but we're still getting quite a bit of extra population growth. So around 80 people a day, or a tick. It's actually a day, it's sort of a tick. So, yeah, so that's quite good. Everything's going pretty well, pretty happy. Getting some trucks along here, so they should be using the delivering forestry products. So where are they going? I'm going to bump the speed up to see where these guys are going. I mean, they should be using the cargo terminal. It's operating. Yep. So they're exporting their stuff, which is good. So that is good. Actually, a little bit weird. Getting some trucks actually coming from the highway. So it must have been coming from this area. Going all the way through here, all the way just to here to actually export our stuff. Yeah, so that's fine. So delivering forestry products to lumber company, so here. So lumber company, so they must need some goods or something that aren't being produced in this area that they can't sort of get readily, so it's being imported at the moment. That should obviously be fixed once this area expands a little bit. They should be basically self-sufficient, so won't worry too much about that. So how's everything else going? Good. So residential demand is holding steady, and we're still building up population, so I definitely think it's sort of just worth waiting for our high density to expand, so that's pretty good. So everything's going well. Industrial, commercial are pretty much flat, which suits me just fine. Set up our prison over here, so I got 45 people in there, so yeah, so heaps of jail capacity. Crime rate's really low, which is good. Fire safety is pretty decent, although maybe we could serve to put another fire station in this area, which we probably can actually, given we've got quite a bit of money. We've actually got heaps of money, lots of income. We are going to set up a few more services over here, so we're going to set up a fire station and a police station, or a police headquarters. I think it's actually going to be worth putting down another hospital as well. So look at our, yeah, so having an expansion over here, so I think it's probably just going to be worth doing it at the moment. Maybe we just need a medical clinic though. How far does that extend? Yeah, it extends a fair way, doesn't it? Alright, we're just going to do that, just a small one. There we go. So that should make everything a little bit better, make people happier through there. Land value is definitely very, most expensive we can get sort of through here, which you'd expect, even coming back here. A little bit less on the sides, which you'd also expect, so that's fine. So what we're going to do here, guys, should we run a road along here and then connect up into it, or should we just sort of run it, keep the rings up and then sort of just run it to the edge? I suspect it's probably going to be better to run a road along here and then run the rings sort of into it. So I suppose we could do that now, couldn't we? Really? I suppose there's not really anything stopping us doing that. So what we're going to do, we're going to sort of run this road out to there. Then we are going to run one right along the edge here, so curve that a little bit there, probably up until, say, there. Like that. Now what we're going to do, that's a path there. I thought it was a road that hadn't been upgraded. It's just a path there, so it's fine. And from there into there, into there, and then into there, and then there. So there we go. So that is fully hooked up there. Actually makes it look a lot better, doesn't it? So we're actually going to zone, given we've got a bit of demand, we might as well zone this. I don't probably see any point not doing it. We're actually going to zone along the water as well. A little bit like right on the cliff edge. If people want to build there, then, you know, who am I to tell them not to? Don't think it's really worth extending our path along here, sort of right at the end. So we're just going to sort of zone this area up as normal. Some low density to keep the sort of the plan that we've got going. And right to there, and yeah, I suppose we might as well just follow the. There we go. So we don't get confused later on. So that's good. What about water? Yep. So we're gonna need to extend our water out. So we're gonna run. When we come to there, I think what is probably easier, just actually run one straight down, which is just gonna cover this whole area. There we go, like that. And might as well hook up into there. There we go. And power should be not a problem. So that is really good. About leisure, I've got a bit of leisure. We can actually probably put another one down there somewhere. Now services. Services reach there. Education. Yep. Police and medical. Yeah, so they basically reach there. Which is good. So, yeah, everything's going well. Industrial is coming up a little bit, so I assume a lot of this has expanded. Lacking workers still, but that's, yep, unemployment's still 3%. So we just basically need more people, I think. Is what's happened. We can't really do a whole lot about it. Like, there's no policies we can implement, no real changes we can make to our infrastructure. Like, they've got access to these areas. Actually, now that I think about that, what we're going to do is set up. We don't want that one. Set up another metro station over here. So I think we're going to set one up. Probably here is a good spot. So we're going to set it up there. Then we're going to run a line from there all the way out to here. May have to sort of make some changes later. I think for now, I'm just going to do that. I think we're actually going to set up a separate one for this area. Like we've got, so basically what happens now is it sort of runs through these three areas and then out to here. I think what we're going to do, hopefully it doesn't cause too much congestion. I think we're actually going to run separate lines out to this area and then out to here as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to hook up some power to that station, just like that, and then we're going to set up. Yep. So what we're going to do, we're going to set up. So we'll try this for now. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm going to go create new line. Yep. So you're there, and there, and then out to there, and back through. In worst case scenario, we will have to set up separate metro stations. So sort of have one lot going out here, set up separate ones like on a street back, and then have them running out to this area once this area gets quite developed. I think, because I think maybe it's going to become too congested if we don't do that. So we'll have a look at the moment, see how it's running. Yeah, so getting a bit of build up. I mean, it's not too bad at the moment. Definitely keep an eye on this though, guys. If it's going too slow, it sort of defeats the purpose and people will stop using it. So 1350 people using it a week. Oh, it's freeing up a little bit now. Maybe it just sort of was like the new initial why it sort of changed and all that kind of stuff. So is anyone using this? One, yeah. I think it'll be used more as time goes on. Lots of abandoned buildings out here now. Yeah, like I said, I really don't think there's anything we do. Like, I don't think it's anything we've done. I think it's just the fact that, you know, I think we had a sort of a bit of a death epidemic, and, you know, a lot of our population died off around the same time. So we got a lot of places here dominated by senior citizens. Yeah, so which is like the predominant part of the of the block. So quite a few places actually coming through here, actually, you know, with seniors occupying it. So yes, death rate's actually up at nearly our birth rate, our birth rate at the moment. So yep, so I think that's okay. Just gonna have to ride the storm. Our population is definitely increasing, so you know, eventually that's going to fix that problem. Unemployment's still 3%, getting quite a bit of demand for industrial, but yeah, I assume, like, see, none of these offices are having problems. I assume that's probably because they're closer, so they've actually got more readier access to workers. So maybe it's because we built quite a few offices through here as well. Maybe they've sort of sucked up a lot of these workers that were actually sort of out here, and because these places sort of use uneducated workers predominantly, whereas these ones use educated. And given that most of our population is now educated, you know, to one degree or another, we don't really have a whole lot of uneducated people, so maybe that's it as well. But I mean, it should be fine. So what have we got? Why are these people not being picked up? Do we need more death care? So I think we actually probably do. So given that our crematorium capacity was fine and now it's actually not, so I definitely think that lends itself to suggest that we have had sort of a bit of a cycle. So what we're going to do, I think we are going to set up a cemetery over here somewhere, and also a crematorium. Yep, we're going to do that. So we're going to set up a cemetery along here somewhere. Can we set up anywhere it doesn't get rid of lots of things? Maybe we have to set up on this outside. So look at that, how much range that gives. It gives most of the city, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, we're going to set up over here. We're just filling this area with trees, which I think we'll probably do in a minute. May as well. May sort of set it up right there. There, and then we're also going to put a crematorium right next to it. There we go. So that's quite good. Now what we're going to do, given that we're here, we're actually going to put in a bunch of trees along here, because we're not going to build into this area. I don't think it's really worth it. I think it looks fine, and there's no real point that I can see into actually sort of building in this area. So I'm going to put down a bunch of trees through here, like that, and then change models, get a bit of variety happening. So like this, and through here, and then a third one. I'm going to put some palm trees in, just for the hell of it, guys. This should be basically fully forested. Can't really see what I'm doing, but, you know, it should be fun. There we go. So, see what that looks like of a day, once the sun comes up and everything starts working again. So these areas are definitely being built back in, so industrial demand is coming back up. And yeah, so it looks like it's definitely fixing itself, so a lot less lack of worker icons than we had before. So I think because our population is increasing, that should be sort of fixing that problem there. So yeah, that should be fine. So quite happy with that. So there we go. So that's our sort of area forested through there. I think it looks a lot better. You know, lots of trees, keeps everyone happy. Bit of a buffer between there, and make sure there's no sort of noise pollution in this area, which is good. And yeah, look quite good. So there's our city, sort of how it's looking at the moment, guys. Sort of obviously build up through here. I think this area, I'm not sure if we'll may end up doing some stuff with here. May actually sort of build out here, maybe. Especially once we get cargo. Actually, we sort of may put if we can ever move these, like if we sort of expand into this time, we might sort of move these even further along. Or maybe we should actually, what we're going to do, given that we've got a lot of money, we're actually going to get rid of that. We are going to replace it with another water treatment plant. So I'm going to hook that up to there like that. Just make sure that that's working. Yep, that's working. And yeah, so basically it's going to be less pollution in this area, which is what we want, so which is good. So it reduces, is it 85% of pollution? Yeah, 85%, purifies 85%, so that's quite good. So to make everything look a little bit better, make sure it's not too sleazy and sludgy and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely the new cemetery and the crematorium are working quite well. All their hearses and stuff out there, and that's fixed our sort of demand problems there, which is good. Healthcare is fine. Education starting to drop on elementary, so maybe we need yet another elementary school. We've got quite a few though, so maybe we should put one out here, given that we've sort of just expanded into that area. No, one up here. We're gonna put one up here because we haven't got one up here yet. So we're gonna put down another elementary school. So up to whereabouts? Where can we put it? Where's a good spot? Probably there. I think probably two. Only have to demolish 2 areas. Can we fix up any zoning? Not really, that's okay. So there we go. So elementary schools obviously don't have a huge capacity, so we're actually still under capacity, but given that we've got, you know, we're actually probably needing some uneducated workers. So if we look over here, I assume a lot of these places are going to have overeducated, yeah. So actually they need 16 uneducated, but they've actually got 8 well-educated, 8 highly educated workers, so... yeah. You can actually, I think it's maybe potentially a new policy, so if you come into policy screen, what you can actually do now is, where do we go? Services, yeah, so we actually go schools out. So what it says, the citizens will prefer working over education and only a small proportion of the eligible citizens will go to study in the university. So basically that means that you're going to have more uneducated. I'm assuming that's sort of a response to the fact that a lot of your industry needs uneducated, but they don't sort of get it a lot of the time, especially once the game gets more demand. So we've actually got one district all through here. Maybe it's going to be worth actually splitting this up into a few, or maybe when we come out here we'll actually sort of change it. Maybe we'll have like really rich, really educated, and then like a really less rich, less educated area over there, so I'm not really sure. I don't think it's too much of a problem at the moment. Well, as far as I know it's not, so I could be completely wrong, and maybe it is. We are going to expand our district just to cover this little area that we actually built out here, like that. There we go. So that covers our entire area like that. I suppose we can expand our CBDs around here as well. We may as well. And like that, guys. So there we go. So that's our new district around there. We've got our one stop down here, which is good. Some more traffic and stuff using the cargo terminal. How's our traffic looking? Not too bad, I guess. It is night time, so obviously less. It is becoming very, very hectic through there, so we're actually getting quite a bit of a build-up. I'm not quite sure if that's because we put the policy on. I'm not... The, where is it? The industrial space planning, so it actually doubles the amount of goods produced, which I assume logically is going to double the amount of trucks. I mean, that just seems logical. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just sort of talking out of thin air. But to me, it's sort of, at least it's going to increase it. Even if it doesn't double it, it's going to make a lot more trucks. Which potentially is why it's starting to slow down through here. I'm not really sure what we can do about it though, guys. I don't think building 2 cargo stations is going to do anything, because that's sort of going to defeat the purpose a little bit. It's getting really busy through here, isn't it? Maybe we do need to build a highway through. I don't know, guys. I don't think building the road, like building bigger roads, is going to really help. It's not really going to achieve anything, because it's big. Like I said, bigger roads create traffic lights, and given we've got so many intersections coming in here, maybe we need to get rid of the intersections. Although I don't think that's really going to serve any purpose. So it's getting quite congested through. I mean, it's flowing, but it is quite slow. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe we should even de-zone some of this. Maybe we should actually sort of get rid of some of this demand in here, so it's not quite as hectic. We actually sort of replace it with here. You know, like balance out the 2 areas a bit. So I think this area is better set up because we've got the highway coming in through here. So the only road that's going to be really busy is in through here. And there's a lot smaller area actually than what we're dealing with over here. Oh, it's probably about the same size really, isn't it? I should look at it. It's a decent area. Yeah, interesting. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should try that, see if that helps. De-zone some areas. We should like de-zone this section through here. Or get rid of it and actually replace it with stuff over here. I mean, I know that's not like really a long-term solution. We can't just keep de-zoning stuff and you know, putting it somewhere else. But for now, rather than having to like demolish a whole bunch of stuff and move like buildings and I'm not even sure that actually bringing like a full highway system through is actually going to make like an enormous difference. We're still going to have lots of junctions and stuff. I don't know. I think this area is fine. It probably should be for quite a while, I would have thought. It's definitely not busy in any way, shape or form. We've got cargo train, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do something a little bit maybe silly. I'm actually going to de-zone all of this stuff. I'm going to leave all the infrastructure there though, so that when we buy this tile, we're going to have to, we're going to have to build basically, I think, a highway system through, because otherwise you're just not being able to handle the traffic light. Two-way roads just aren't going to cut it, and I don't like using bigger roads because they create traffic lights, like we've talked about, and I just don't think that really works. So when we do that, we're going to have to, but I think that's going to be like a big project. For now, I'm going to de-zone all of that, which is going to get rid of all that. I'm actually going to zone up a whole bunch of this as sort of like compensation. Oops, not that. Industry, there we go. So industry, it's all through there, and I think all up through here, and probably this block here. And that's that one, and even this one here. So there we go, like that, and just fix up these ones there. So there we go. So we're actually going to zone up all of that. There, like that. Hopefully that's a bit of like compensation for the fact that these are going to de-zone like this, get rid of this. But this should make this area a little bit more manageable, so it's obviously going to produce a fair few less trucks. Which is what we're going for, so... Oops, there we go. Population is still increasing, nearly up to 25,000, which is quite nice. How's our public transport? So 1445 on the metro, 320 on the buses. So buses are only about half capacity metros. I'm not really sure what capacity of metros are. Don't really know, to be honest, guys. I think it's going okay. I think traffic's acceptable. It's not amazing. It's not bad either. We're definitely going to have gridlock, so that's a good thing. So this area is expanding out quite a lot, which is good. All this area is now empty, which is also quite good, I think. Definitely going to help out this area, just make things flow a little bit better. Like I said, it definitely is like a short-term solution, so I know it's not no, it's not the best thing, but I think just for now, that's just what we're going to do. Yeah, so this, we're going to have lots of like still sludge and stuff. It's going to be a little bit of a lighter, a lighter brown, so maybe that'll be a bit better. Looking for power, heaps and heaps of power, so that's really good. So dam has meant we don't have to touch power for ages. Water is fine as well. Garbage is, yeah, it's okay. Maybe we need another incinerator. Maybe we need one over here now, guys, actually, because we're going to have garbage trucks, aren't we? Yeah, okay, we're going to do that. We are going to set up, we're going to set up a road from here through. Or out here. No, put it out here. You put that there. Can't upgrade. Right, that's okay. We'll just leave it like that. We can get rid of it. Keep the same look. Keep the same look everywhere. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put down a landfill. We put that there, and then an incinerator there, and run some water down. And hook up into our grid like that. There. There we go. I think that's quite good. We can get rid of these now. Let's all into the one area. Yeah, it's good. Cool. So that should sort out. That should basically take care of the garbage for this area, which means like trucks from here and stuff won't have to come all the way over here. So that's good. Should save a little bit of time and a little bit of less traffic, through the city. So yeah. Could probably use luck with even a third incinerator down here though. Given that like they're not too bad. We're going to take that off emptying, don't we? Should have done that ages ago. So 82%, 83%, 0 and full. And the incinerators are still going as well. 50% and the incinerator's full as well, so that's okay. Cool. 25,000 population. All the demands are under control. We've got oodles of money, which is nice. So we might set up some policies over here. So what have we got? We're going to put up power and water. I think we're going to do recycling as well. Less garbage. What else can we do? Free public transport, might as well. Not sure if that helps for like an industrial area, but maybe it does for like people coming home. So we're going to do industrial space planning as well. And I think that's all for now. Yep, cool, done. There we go. So how much have we got? Is this filled out yet? No, so we've got quite a bit of capacity, extra capacity there, so which is good. Population increasing, a little bit of residential, but not a whole lot. I assume we've got, yeah, a fair bit of capacity now in our high density residential, so that's good. Yeah, so we're going to bump up the speed a bit, guys. 29.5 minutes, might run it sort of like a 32 minute episode. And everything's going quite well. I don't think we've got any really major problem. Like traffic definitely is something we're going to have to look at some stage. I'm not enormously sure what we can sort of do to fix it, especially in this area, because it's sort of how it's built. Given that we've sort of got, you know, main sort of arterial roads coming right into the city, and they're sort of the only ways you can get into the city. So these intersections are always going to be busy no matter what. Maybe we should expand out here and then build like another road in. Maybe that's going to take a little bit of the stress off as well. So I think it definitely helped over here. You can see this area is getting a lot of usage. So it means every car that's using this road is actually taking off this area probably, because before that was the only way they could get over here. So I think that's helped. So I think what we might do, probably won't do it this episode. I think at the start of next episode we'll sort of just bring this round just like this. Probably won't be as big as this, or won't be as full. But I think, and it'll help a lot actually to sort of bring another road in there like that. So I think it's going to help. So there we go. So traffic's okay, still very, very busy, which is to be expected, but it's going okay. Yep, fine over here. So this area is sort of fleshing out a little bit more too, which is nice. Why are we missing some things I thought we weren't before? Probably because we got rid of those power lines, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what it would have been. Cool. So there we go, so that's sorted. Might actually put a cut in here, guys. Now we're running at 31 minutes. There's not a whole lot we can sort of keep going with in this episode, so may sort of jump in the next episode, expand this out. May actually look at starting, put down a passenger line as well, passenger train, see if that sort of helps some traffic and stuff in the city. So I'll probably put it down here somewhere. Actually, maybe we could put it over here, just for something different, and actually run it. Because I think we're going to have it on separate lines. Because there's no rail over here, which is a bit of a bummer. But I think given that this is sort of near our residential, maybe that'd be easier. Don't know, guys, don't know. We'll have a look at that next episode anyway. So I'm going to pause the video, put a cut in here. Hope you're enjoying this series, and as always, if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video, that would be massively appreciated. Every little bit helps. So I hope you all are having a great day, and I'll see you all for the next episode.